Selena Pinan. Number 4, Ava Wolashek. Number 6, Kendall Farmer. Number 8, Josie Oshner. Number 9, Kenna Martin. Number 10, Joelle Young. Number 11, Mallory Manin. Number 13, Emily Metzger. Number 18, Ava Griffin. Number 24, Abby Davis. And number 30, Bree Whitley. And now, Artesians, on your feet for your 2021-22 Artesian girls soccer team. The starters for the Artesians. Number 3, Maddie Mosgrip. Number 6, Sophia DeMoss. Number 8, Ashlyn Crow. Number 9, Addie Berry. Number 12, Morgan Shrunk. Number 13, Charlotte Mason. Number 15, Olivia Phillips. Number 16, Demarie Pueblo. Your goalie is number 18, Annie Beers. Number 22, Rory Dillbone. And number 27, Cassie Berry. At this time, if you are able, please remove your hats in honor of this great country of ours for your national anthem. Good sportsmanship is a characteristic that we desire to be exhibited by the members of our athletic teams. We take a proactive stance and encourage good sportsmanship to grow and remain strong for many years to come. We encourage our teams, players, coaches, and fans to be a good sport during tonight's contest. Please be proud of your team, coaches, and school while being positive in your support. Please do your part to be a good sport.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Martinsville High School for Martinsville Artesian Girls Soccer here on WRAP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel tonight. We continue our Greenwood week as the Artesians play host to the Woodmen from Greenwood Community High School. Good evening, everyone. I'm Eric Meyer. The Artesians come in 0-4 on the campaign in the first year for head coach Jason Dillbone, while the Woodmen will come in 2-2 on the season. Both teams having to deal with some quarantine issues. We'll touch on those throughout the contest here this evening. Starting lineups have been introduced. The anthem has been played. The ball is placed at the middle of the field, and we are set to go here in this one from Martinsville High School. What's turned out to be a fantastic evening for soccer here. The official checking with the scorekeeper, and we are set to go here. You heard the lineups earlier in the pregame. We'll touch on those here in just a moment. The Artesians, Maddie Mosgrip, along with Sophia DeMoss, Ashlyn Crow, a late add to the Artesian lineup, Addie Berry, Morgan Schrock, Charlotte Mason, Olivia Phillips, Demery Pueblo, Annie Beers getting a starting goal, Rory Dilbone, and Cassie Berry for the first-year head coach Jason Dilbone. Looking for the first win of the season, but Coach Dilbone earlier this week said he feels his team should be 2-2 on the season. They've dealt with some quarantine issues. They've dealt with some issues trying to get things situated on the offensive and defensive side, and they're dealing with quarantine issues again here this evening as well. So we'll see how the shakeup in the lineup goes for the Artesians here against the Woodmen from Greenwood Community High School. If you joined us last night for the volleyball live stream, we told you this is the start of Greenwood Week here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports, that we had all Greenwood all the time this week. The volleyball match on Tuesday night, the girls' soccer here tonight, boys' soccer tomorrow night, and then the football matchup coming off on Friday night at Ciderwoods Field. We'll have all those for you here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Glad we can bring those contests to you. Goal kick forthcoming here for the Woodmen. Well, through ball by the Artesians, an opportunity in the penalty area. Cross in the middle, looking for Morgan Schrock. Can't find her. Rory Dilbone settles it, though, and will fire it just wide. Get a look there at one of the Artesian captains, Morgan Schrock. Rory Dilbone, also one of the captains for Martinsville. In the early going of this one, and like we said, it's turned out to be a pretty nice evening for soccer compared to what the weather has been in the last couple of weeks.
Good.
That's you, Charlotte. That's you. Win it.
You saw Emily Metzger there with control and possession of the ball just moments ago. Metzger, the leading scorer for the Woodmen, coming in 4 goals, 4 assists on the season. Here's Dilbone in the penalty area, left foot trying to slide it through to Morgan Schrock, and the shot will go wide. Looking for the corner, left upper 90, and Schrock puts it just past the goalpost. Martinsville pressing up a little bit defensively. Pueblo trying to win the ball that time from the Woodmen, and there's Metzger with it. Like we said, the one to watch. That's what Coach Dilbone talked about. And also the head coach for the Woodmen, there she is. And the cross to the left post is good. And the Woodmen strike early. 1-0, they lead it.
Let's go. Let's go. Keep your head up. Let's get it back. Stop the clock. Put big at 36 even, please.
Stop, Brian.
Okay, Red, we got to get it back. Let's go.
Get a look there at Emily Metzger. 5th goal of the season just moments ago for the Woodmen. And again, Greenwood trying to mount an attack.
Get back. Push up, push up.
That'll be in the middle. Metzger with it. gets control of it, settles it, keeps it at her foot, tries to through ball for the Woodmen. Another shot on goal, but Annie Beers right there to correct it.
Come on! Turn and win. Quit stabbing at the ball. Go get it. Cruz, get back to it. Pick up, Cruz, pick up. Get it, win it, get up. Step back, Charlotte. Center, good.
Substitution for the Woodmen. Pinion into the lineup for Greenwood. Now the Artesians. Addie Berry. Had a pretty nice contest last time we saw them play against Bloomington North. Now Martinsville trying to mount something on the left side with Dillbone and Charlotte Mason, but the Woodmen there to knock it away. Good look there at Mason. The throw in now. Artesians trying to win it. And now the Woodmen back. Have a stoppage in play. In goal here this evening for the Artesians. The goal kick forthcoming. Martinsville down 1-0.
Go two.
Ready to have a throw in forthcoming now for the Woodmen. Trying to go down the line, but it'll be Artesian throw in now. So the two teams just kind of exchange throw ins. Rory Dillbone trying to look ahead this time to Morgan Schrock, and the Woodmen maintain possession of it. Demery Pueblo gets it up ahead to Charlotte Mason. See if Martinsville can mount an attack. They cannot yet, but Woodmen with 6 defenders back in their half right now. Issues for the Artesians trying to maintain possession of it. Early going, 1-0, the lead for the Woodmen. Emily Metzger in the 36th minute, her 5th goal of the season. And the Woodmen another opportunity in the penalty area, but we get a foul whistle.
Good job. Ashlyn, get it off your feet. Let's go.
Probably hear the voice there of the head coach, Jason Dillbone, just below our broadcast location.
That's it, Charlotte. Keep it in. Good.
Stay. Get there, Roy.
That's you, Roy. That's you, Roy.
And the ball will go out of bounds. Like we said, kind of a tough location for us to be right up against the field here, so it's hard to get this near sideline. We're trying our best, but a little bit difficult. You get a look at the near sideline here, and you're ready for the Woodman. Again, it goes out of bounds.
Off your feet, Addie. Addie, we gotta move it quick. Drop, Selena, you're too high. Drop, Selena, drop. Of course it goes right. You're winning. Good kid. Now drop. Follow. Let's go.
Stay with that.
Selena, play your position. Get there, Charlotte. Get with Abby, Selena. With Abby. Where's Abby at? You're right on defense. Watch 10, mark up. Come on, kid. Charlotte, watch behind you. Get there. Take it, Olivia.
Artesians making a run up the right side. It's Olivia Phillips with it now. Morgan Schrock trying to corral it on the right side of the penalty area. Still trying to use her strength, physicality, but the Woodmen knock it out. It'll be a throw-in for Martinsville. Martinsville down 1-0 here. Early going, about 10 minutes gone by, just a little over 10 minutes, almost 11 now. First half of play from Martinsville High School. Greenwood week, if you will, on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Glad we can bring all the contests this week between Martinsville and Greenwood to you live. Last night, big 3-0 win for the girls volleyball team, who moved to 9-0 on the season for head coach Kayla Back over Greenwood. We have the girls game tonight. Woodman, an opportunity. Nice save there by Annie Beers. Gets a hand on it, knocks it away. Woodman winning the girls contest right now. They're going to have another crack at it in the penalty area. Shot. Annie again right there. So nice job by Beers for the Artesians. Tomorrow night it'll be the boys matchup, and I think there'll be some changes in that game as well. Talked with Willie Spina today, and so he's had to make some adjustments to his lineup also. And then on Friday night it'll be the football team taking center stage out at Ciderwoods Field as they battle the Woodmen in what will be the fourth matchup of the week in those team sport events. Cross-country team last night went to Edgewood for the Mustang Invite, and the girls finished first. So congratulations to them and their head coach, Lorna Bain. The boys, 8th. A couple of guys, though, finishing 7th and 8th in that. Griffin Warzella and David Eggleton as well. And then a shout-out to Coach Tim Dearlove's golf team. Last night, a big win over Mooresville and Bloomington North at Heartland Crossing. Today, they're in the Mid-State Conference matchup. Haven't had a chance to check on that to see the results of that. But Tim doing a fantastic job at his first year as head coach of the girls golf team. Charlotte Mason, the left foot up ahead to Morgan Schrock, and Schrock trying to get away from Metzger. She's the one to watch, like we said. That's who Coach Dilbone alluded to in his email that he sent me prior to the contest, and that's also who the head coach, John Mushrush from the Greenwood Woodmen, talked about as well. The player to watch for his team, Emily Metzger, 4 goals, 4 assists for the campaign. Play a lot of freshmen, really positive about the rest of the season, and feel that these last couple of games they're really starting to come together as a team after they're starting to get everybody back from quarantine. Well, as they're getting people back, we continue to lose people to quarantine, so it's been an ongoing issue with all the sports teams, and not just the sports teams, everybody. Kids will talk about, hey, yeah, I had about 11 kids in my class today. So the contact tracing that's going on is having a lot of kids that are getting in quarantine. So, but you got to do what you're supposed to do, and so everybody's following the rules and what they are, how they're supposed to do it. And until they're told differently, they'll continue to. But it does have an impact on not only the athletic teams, but also some of the academics here as well. But trying to do the best we can in unprecedented times. Woodman again. Several shots on goal, but Annie Beers has been tremendous. I'll be honest, I've got Annie in class. I did not know she played goalie, so I will have to ask her about it. But it's not like we're kicking a soccer ball around in class either that would indicate why she played goalie. So Morgan Schrock sends that one high and up over the backstop that time. Coach Dillbone saying, hey, get control of the ball before you take a swing at that one, because she had some room, didn't have to rush, but the shot goes high. Martinsville trying to maintain control of it. The Woodman struck in the 36th minute. It was Emily Metzger, and that's who you would expect for the Woodman at her 5th goal of the season. But since that time, they've had a couple of other chances, but the Artesian defense and Annie Beers have been up to the task. Martinsville, a couple of chances. Here's another good one. Charlotte Mason sends it through. Rory Dillbone on the left side. Let's see what the Artesian captain can do. Oh, was that out of bounds?
Win it back. Right here. Through Charlotte. Come on, Hava. Smart press. Get there. Now to the middle. Good, now go. Now back. Okay, Mal, let's do it. Rory, you got to shoot that. Come on, Mallory, let's go. Don't stab at it. Center, Kendall. Drop in. Rory, shoot that. Then come sit down.
I can't shoot him off balance. I'll miss it.
Stop making excuses.
Okay.
Ashton, you good? Go for Rory. Get back in 13. Off your feet, Addie. Addie, you got to find somebody there. Come on, Kendall.
Sophia DeMoss trying to send it up ahead for the Artesians. Been really a 1-2 punch for the Woodman. Kendall Farmer along with Emily Metzger have kind of controlled things for Martinsville. Trying to find all my stats here. Farmer with 3 goals on the season as well.
Go two, Charlotte, go two. Quick.
Keep working, Kendall. Keep working. Abby, center. Fine feet there. One more across. Good. Turn it.
Artesians, like we said, dealing with quarantine issues. Do not have 3 of their normal defensive starters here today. So you've seen Greenwood with a little bit more possession in their attacking third than maybe that normally would have happened. But see if the Artesians can respond to it. So a good chance here for the Artesians. Nobody in the midfield for them. Liza Osler trying to go up ahead and able to find Olivia Phillips into the penalty area to Morgan Schrock, and she will be offsides. So good look by the Artesians, but unable to find Morgan. Looks like we got a sub getting ready to come in for the Artesians.
Red, let's go. We're walking. Charlotte, get there. You're walking. Defense, what are we doing? Mids, we're walking. Don't. Go sit down.
You okay?
There's times where I have to sit down. I've been noticing I've been getting dizzy.
Stop.
Good, recover. Win this. Good, Charlotte.
Come on, Abby, step.
Nice save there by the Woodmen, but I think they have an offsides call on the Artesians, I believe. Yep. So no goal, wipe that one off. It was offsides by Martinsville. So still 2-0. They're going to ask the
No goal because it was offside. And keep the clock running. Make it 1950.
set.
Come on, Mel.
Got everything situated going up here.
Drop in.
Woodmen up 2-0. Had a goal moments ago that still trying to get a number on her. Apologies, was downstairs trying to take care of an issue with some of our equipment. Andy Beers coming out. We'll get that one and corral it.
Drop. Come on, Cruz, drop.
So we're about halfway through here, the first half of play in this Mid-State Conference matchup, Martinsville, Greenwood. Boys will do battle tomorrow night here on the pitch at Martinsville High School. It's nice. It's lush out there with how much the weather, how poor the weather has been. Shad and Super Ron have done a great job keeping this field in shape. Walked on it here this morning, bringing the equipment over here with the students to start getting it set up. And so it was a little soft from the rain we had, but, man, it was in nice shape. And they do a great job with facilities around here. Schrock got speed, makes a move, and then puts it on the left foot, and that's a fantastic shot by Morgan Schrock. A little individual technical skill shown there by the Artesian captain. Puts it in the back of the net from outside the box. It's one of the best goals we've seen here. Number 12 for the Artesians gets it to 2-1. Makes a little move on her defender and then goes to the left foot and puts it up in the right corner. Now the Artesians back at it, and they will put it into the left corner. And just like that, Martinsville has tied it at 2 apiece. So the explosiveness being shown there by the Artesians. Get another look here for Addie Berry. It's an opening there in the middle of the defense and then puts it into the right or left post. And we're tied up at 2 now. So back-to-back goals quickly by Morgan Schrock. And then Addie Berry has Martinsville right back in this one and maybe energized the Artesians and first-year head coach Jason Dilbone.
Demery. Good. Get that.
Mark up. Get back behind you, guys.
You're okay.
Make sure the man's in front of you. Make sure they're in front of you.
Good. Push up. Go get that. Good, Morgan.
Trying to run on it, taken down. Metzger had the goal for the Woodmen. Using her strength to gain control of it around Sophia DeMoss, and a little through ball, but Rory Dilbone going back does a great job to knock it away and give the Artesian defense a chance to come back. Martinsville without their 3 starters in their defensive half for this one. Both teams dealing with quarantine issues. All the teams around the area really dealing with quarantine issues, so we'll see. But the Artesians have been able to make the most of it. Again, you see the fence up here around the press box. It's just the way we're set up. That's what we've got to do here, so we're trying to do our best, the kids are, to follow the action. Phillips trying to get a through ball. Trot coming back. Again, uses her speed, athleticism, her physicality to try to keep possession of it. That was a handball. So, yeah, Martinsville will get a shot at it here. So let's see who sets it up. It'll probably be Charlotte Mason. It will. So she's very good on restarts with the left foot. Let's see if maybe she can get it around a wall here and maybe in for the Artesians. Maybe trying to find Schrock, but the Woodman marking her, but Mason just kicks it a little bit high. That's a good chance for the Artesians, but Mason sends it high and to the left. Well, the Artesians fall behind 2-0 in this one, but then come back on quick back-to-back goals. By Morgan Schrock and then Addie Berry. Kind of keyed too by Olivia Phillips. The freshman's done a nice job over there on the right side, winning and keeping possession, and she's got it again. And the Woodmen dropping 7, now 8 back into the defensive third for them. Morgan Schrock will come off the field, get a break. It'll be a throw-in forthcoming for Maddie Moskrip. I believe that's who it is over there on the far side. Woodmen win it.
Somebody get there, get there.
A little bumping going on back and forth, and they'll get it called on Eliza Osler. Woodman quickly restarting, trying to go up ahead to Metzger, but Sophia DeMoss trying to settle it and win it. Can't. Here come the Woodmen now on the right side. Demery Pueblo, though, back to take it away, and now the Woodmen win it momentarily. I think they thought she was going to get called for the foul there, and the officials just said play on, and that slide tackle from behind, I believe, will be the foul it is. We'll get a yellow card, I believe. Yep. So, yellow card comes out.
They didn't know that there was a foul. You do it. Did you know there was a foul call? They didn't know there was a foul. I don't think they heard the whistle or something. They got up.
The official having a discussion now with the Greenwood coach, and we're going to stop the clock here. And they'll talk things over, the side judge, or the line judge, excuse me, and the official. So I think he just said, we'll give you a warning. Next time they will pull out the yellow. Wasn't giving Sophia enough space there, but like their coach said, didn't know that there was a foul called. Sophia on the restart, though, trying to get it ahead, and they do have it now to Addie Berry. Berry had the second goal for the Artesians just a mere seconds after Morgan Schrock had gotten Martinsville to within 1 with her first of the evening, and the Artesians first as well. So another chance here for Martinsville. They'll get the throw in over there on the right side. Looks like it'll be Eliza Osler to throw it in. It's turned out to be a pretty nice night for soccer here in this Mid-State Conference matchup, 2-2 the score. And since it is Mid-State Conference, they can play extra time, and they have to settle it in penalty kicks if nobody wins. So hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully the Artesians can come away with a win here. Should be the first of the career for Rory Dillbone's father, Jason. Done a great job here in his first year. Trying to build some more excitement back into the program, get the girls playing, working on some things that feel they need to work on. And basically let them get back to having some fun playing soccer. Charlotte Mason with it into the penalty area. Artesians win it there. We've seen the freshmen really step up and have a big impact this year. Addie Berry there, and you've also heard us mention Olivia Phillips here as well that have done a nice job for Jason. Dillbone, the head coach. Now Charlotte Mason with it. Trying to go through, gets it to Addie Berry. Nice move by her, but it's taken away back there in the back by the Woodman. Oshner with it. Now they get it up ahead to Metzger, and hey, that's a nice defense there by Sophia DeMoss as she's marking the leading scorer for the Greenwood Woodmen and actually wins it, and now will tee it up here and kick it away. Dillbone trying to chip it up ahead to Olivia Phillips. She runs onto it into the penalty area. The left foot puts it in front of the goal, but the goalie able to corral it there. Nice save that time by the Woodman goalie.
Good, Sophia.
Artesians getting ready on to throw him, but we're going to have a sub coming in. A couple Artesians leaving the field. Throw in forthcoming. Again, it looks like Maddie Mosgrip over there on the far side. Schrock trying to run underneath of it, but it's taken away there again by the Woodman. Kenneth Martin that time comes up. Now Maddie Mosgrip can't control it, and looks like Metzger trying to run under it. She does for the Woodman.
Somebody get there.
Cassie Berry back there marking her, another freshman for the Artesians.
Seela right there to Addie, make the easy
Seela
pass.
Wolf in the mid for the Artesians. Gets it ahead now. Charlotte Mason
Good ball, good ball.
through to Morgan Schrock, who can't quite get her foot on it.
Pick up, Joe. Outside.
Seela Wolf again with it, chips it up ahead, but Schrock again a little bit too far away from it for the Artesians in the penalty area, and the Woodmen will kick it away. 2-2 the score. Greenwood out in front early 2-0, and then Martinsville answered with back-to-back goals, merely seconds apart between Morgan Schrock and also for the Artesians, Addie Berry. And again, Berry with it.
Step. Addie, that's you. Follow.
Now the Woodmen trying to get the through ball that time to Metzger. Cassie Berry kicks it away, though. And now Maddie Mosgrip to see if the Artesians, Olivia Phillips, the freshman, teaming up now. Phillips in the midfield. Nice technical skills. Trying to go to Addie Berry, but it's taken away. But Phillips gets it back. Martinsville still possession of it. An opportunity here.
Sophia.
Woodman will try to send it on its way. And Maddie Mosgrip in the midfield area. Metzger marked there by Mosgrip, and Maddie doing a nice job trying to keep it away from Metzger. Kendall Farmer has it, or actually they're trying to go to Farmer, and comes Annie Beers up with it off of her goal line. Doing a nice job.
Get there, Addie.
Annie kicks it up ahead.
Settle it.
Trying to get the Artesians to settle. Flips it on to Olivia Phillips. Can she run into it? Nope. Nice give and go there by the Woodman up the left side. Mosgrip, though, right back on defense, doing a fantastic job, and Cassie Berry will clear it. Subs coming in.
Good job. Get your break. You seem tired. Get your break. Good job.
2-2 the score. Celia Wolf trying to win it, but Rory Dilbone comes up with it. Phillips tries to settle it at her foot and does. A nice job by her to get possession of it. Nice move there at midfield. See what she can do with it. Trying to go through the Greenwood defender. Can't quite get it done. And now the Woodmen have possession of it again. Again, trying to play that through ball. This time again going to Kendall Farmer in the penalty area. Can the Artesians clear it? Demery Pueblo does momentarily. Now Rory Dilbone helping back will flick it on up here.
That's okay. Good hustle. Good hustle.
A nice job, nice work by the Artesians. Throw in now for the Woodmen.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Good. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Dangerous in front of the goal, but Annie Beers again right up to the task.
Win it. Win it. Win it.
Charlotte Mason settles it just
Outside
past
to Morgan. Morgan, make that run.
midfield. Mason trying to go up ahead to Schrock on the left side. And Schrock's shot is up and in. Fantastic shot by Schrock, and Martinsville now leads it 3-2. Schrock with her second goal of the evening, the third straight by the Artesians. So we've seen two very creative goals off of Morgan Schrock, and that one that time just able to find the back of the net over the outstretched arms of the goalkeeper for
Get there.
Greenwood.
Come on, Charlotte, you got to track back a little bit. Good.
Get back in. Come on.
9 feet.
And the Artesians find themselves winning 3-2 here in this Mid-State Conference matchup, and they are looking for more. Schrock with it again, right back to Charlotte Mason. A little give and go. It'll be flicked out of bounds. So there's a look at Charlotte there for the Artesians. The Artesian senior. But Morgan Schrock with a couple of goals now for Martinsville. There's Morgan and Addie Berry who went back-to-back about the 18-minute mark, and then here at the 4-minute mark or 5-minute mark, Schrock finds her second goal of the evening. The Artesians lead it now. 3-2. They fell behind 2-0, but 3 straight goals have them the lead. Dilbone to Celia Wolf. Over to Phillips. Phillips trying to get past her defender. Nice job, though, by the Woodmen to mark her. We'll have a throw-in forthcoming, but here's a look quickly at that goal, the second of the evening for Schrock. You see Mason up there, and then Schrock with the left foot gets it up over top of the goalie, and then it finds its way into the back of the net. So nice camera work there that time by Blaine Maxwell, but it's the second time that Schrock's gone to the left foot from way outside. The first one came from the top of the penalty area and made a nice move and then fired one into the net with her left foot. Again, the left-footed shot that time by Schrock. And the goalie couldn't quite come up with it, mishandles it. It finds the back of the net, and Martinsville finds themselves out in front 3-2. And they're looking for more here. Still 3 minutes left in this first half of play. Phillips trying to settle it right back to Osler, and she couldn't quite get it through, but she maintains possession of it. Now Schrock has it again. Tries to make a move, and the Woodmen take it away. And here's Phillips now on the right side. Nice move by her. See if she can center it into the penalty area. Does. Schrock finds it. Oh, nice save by the Woodman goalie that time. Came off her line to knock it away as Schrock was trying to settle it in front of the goal. She was looking for her third of the evening, the hat trick, and it would have been the fourth straight by Martinsville. They fell behind 2-0 before they have answered with 3 straight goals to take the lead here in this Mid-State Conference matchup. And have another chance at it. Nice save again by the goalie for the Woodmen, and
Good hit there, Morgan.
heard a head coach for Greenwood, Joe Mushrush, say defense, clear it out. Trying to get it out of the penalty area there because the Artesians have been on the attack, and they'll get another chance at it here. Here's Rory Dilbone. Puts the left foot into it. Schrock running on from outside the penalty area. Couldn't get it, but Martinsville still battling. Ball loose, and Martinsville will find the back of the net again. 4 straight, 4-0 now, and I'm not sure who got that. It may have been Schrock. It may have been Mason. We'll take a look at it here momentarily and see who it was, but regardless, it's the 4th straight by the Artesians, and they lead it now 4-2. Yeah, it'll be Schrock who just kind of was the beneficiary that time. That's her hat trick. She's got 3 now. This one with the right foot, and probably the easiest one of the bunch. Just a little flick with her right foot gets it past the goalie who was helpless on the ground. And the Artesians, 4 unanswered, lead it now 4-2 over the Woodmen. So has to make the head coach Jason Dilbone happy if they can hold on here. Fell behind 2-0, not looking great, but then 4 straight, including the hat trick by Morgan Schrock. She scored 1, and then it was Addie Berry before Schrock has added 2 more to her total and the team's as well. And Maddie Moskrip will just kick it out. We'll have a throw-in forthcoming here. Got a couple of boys over there watching, I believe, that soccer players. They'll take the pitch tomorrow night against Greenwood. A little short-handed as well, like the girls' team is with some quarantine issues. Metzger will send it wide to the left. Running down on the time here. About 10 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will end the first half of play. It's a good one for the Artesians. They fell behind 2-0, but scored 4 straight, including the hat trick by Morgan Schrock. We will take a break here and come back with more. You're watching girls soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel.
Also located behind the
Hi, I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I would do that.
At this time, we'd like to give a special thank you to our undefeated volleyball team for coming out to support girls soccer tonight. Good luck tomorrow against Columbus North, ladies.
Shout out there to the girls volleyball team. Last night, the girls soccer team went to the volleyball match and saw the Artesians sweep the Woodmen in 3 sets, 3-0, as they would call it here on the pitch. And tonight, the girls volleyball team returns the favor, and they saw the girls fall behind 2-0 before Martinsville scored 4 unanswered. And it's been Morgan Schrock, the senior, with the hat trick thus far. She scored the first one for the Artesians after they fell behind 1-0 or 2-0, and then Addie Berry was able to get the second goal as well. That's the end of it. We'll show a little bit more here. Here we go. Get this one straight. See Morgan right there, flicks it on to Addie, gets it into the penalty area, and then uses the right foot into the left side of the net for Martinsville's second goal. That tied it 2-2, and those 2 goals came within mere seconds of one another. And then Morgan Schrock went to work. Her first goal came from just outside the penalty area, outside front, when Knight made a nice move and then rocketed a shot with her left foot. Well, this time this came from the left side in the penalty area with the left foot again. And again, we'll get the highlight queued up here.
Martinsville is working hard to help keep you and your community safe.
Charlotte Mason, the left side with the left foot, finds Morgan there, and then you see her just at the edge of the penalty area, over top of the goalie who couldn't make the save, and into the back of the net. Nice camera work there by Alyssa Kitchen for us. And then the Artesians, this was probably the easiest one, so follow this here, the bouncing ball in front of the net. You're going to see Morgan Schrock get a right foot on it. The goalie can't come up with it, and then right there, Schrock just kind of flicks it into the back of the net. Well, it was the hat trick now for Schrock. The Artesians' 4th straight goal, and that's where they stand here 4-2 at halftime as we have about 5 minutes before the second half of play gets underway. Like we told you, this is Greenwood week, if you will. Last night, as you just heard us talk about, the girls volleyball team, they moved to 9-0 for the season with a win over the Woodmen to start off our Greenwood week. Tonight we have the girls soccer team. Tomorrow it'll be the boys soccer team taking center stage. Again, without a couple of players, as they will be battling the they'll be battling the Greenwood Woodmen at the Artesian pitch. And then Friday night, you'll see the Artesians
Athletic Director, Kip Stack.
battling the Greenwood Woodmen here in a contest of maybe a contrast in style. Martinsville wants to put it up in the air, and the Woodmen, well, they want to keep it on the ground. So we'll see which one wins out in the first contest of the year on a Saturday afternoon. Those two young men you see on the screen right there, well, they did their work in the Artesians win over Bedford North Lawrence. Chase Mabry, 16 catches in that one, over 100 yards, and Austin Fry went for over 100 on the ground as well, and they'll need both those guys coming up on Friday night when they face Greenwood as well. Like we said, a contrast in style. We'll see who wins out when Martinsville and Greenwood do battle. Friday night, we'll have the live stream underway about 6:45 on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Eric Burns on the call along with the coach, former coach Fred Cuttriff. Those two did a fantastic job in the opening game of the season. We'll do much the same coming up on Friday night as well. But get out there, support the Artesians. If you can't make it, tune into the live stream or send the link to your friends, family across the country. Let them tune in and see the Artesians battle on the field and also see the good work done by the RTV program as well on Friday night. Right now, it's been some good work by the Artesian women's soccer team. They're out in front 4-2. It looked like they may have a little bit of a struggle early on. Fell behind 2-0, but then 4 straight goals by the Artesians. Spurred on by the hat trick by Morgan Schrock. Has them out in front 4-2 here at the half. Still got about 3 minutes. We'll take another break. Come back with the start of the second half. You're watching Artesian Soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Don't do that.
Back here at the half. About a minute away from getting going here in half number 2. Martinsville up 4-2. They'll try to hold on to it. Get the first win of the career, head coaching career at Martinsville High School. Jason Dilbone. It's been a good game thus far for his team. Early on, it looked like maybe Greenwood was going to take command of it. They led 2-0, but Martinsville responded, and they have responded in a big way. And really, it's been Morgan Schrock for the all the Artesians have played very well, but it's the 3 goals, the hat trick, have come from Morgan Schrock. But set up by the aggressiveness, the nice play of the Artesians players up front in the attacking third. And Annie Beers has done a nice job in goal after those initial 2 goals were allowed. And the Artesians lead at 4-2 as we get set to start the second half of play. Here we go. Artesians with it. Schrock will kick it underway back to Addie Berry and right back to Morgan. Those two teamed up for the first goal of the contest here for Martinsville when they trailed 2-0. Now a little through ball. Rory Dilbone has it, tries to center it, but the Woodmen come up with it. Boys taking center stage tomorrow like we told you. Berry trying to win it in the midfield. Against a Greenwood team. I've got an email out to their coach, but have not had it returned yet. So hopefully we'll know a little bit more coming in. Max Preps has them at 0-1 on the season, and with just one game played, you would guess maybe they've had some quarantine issues, but who knows? Heard a car horn going off, a car alarm. I was hoping it was not mine, but it is not, unless somebody else is in my car. Here's Metzger. Leading scorer coming in for the Woodmen. Had a goal early on, and we missed their second goal, so I'm not sure who it was, and wouldn't be surprised if Metzger had a hand in it. Addie Berry doing battle with Metzger, and then you see her controlling the midfield, making a nice run. But Sophia DeMoss has done a nice job to stop her in her tracks on several occasions. You see the frustration a little bit that time. And Berry to the left foot through ball, trying to get it to Morgan Schrock, and the goalie off her line quickly to pounce on it before Morgan has a chance to get to it. Camera people starting to settle in just a little bit, just as I say that, until Gabe's falling asleep upstairs. They've done a pretty good job here tonight. Woodman trying to win it. Cassie Berry back there to take it away. Over here to Olivia Phillips. She's done a nice job over here on the right side, really getting the Artesians offense started, and here she goes again, trying to get into the penalty area. Pretty good technically. Goes to the left foot all the way across to Charlotte Mason, who can't quite settle it. Now Rory Dilbone on that left side. Martinsville has really pushed up into the attacking third that time, and Dilbone battling with the Woodmen. So you're starting to see a little bit more confidence, a little bit more physicality in the Artesian play, and that's good to see with the 2-goal lead. A little bit more sure of yourselves when you're up by 2, scored 4 straight goals, and done it in pretty dominating fashion against a team that came in 2-2 on the campaign. But, you know, Martinsville was 0-4 coming in, but talking to Coach Jason Dilbone, he said he really felt that the team should be 2-2 and thought they should win over Bloomington North and Terre Haute South, but they got to work on their possession and being able to connect on their passes and finish. Well, they've finished here today. 4 goals for the Artesians, 4 unanswered, including the hat trick by Morgan Schrock. So thus far, things going well for the head coach Jason Dilbone, looking for his first career dub here against the Woodmen. And Coach Dilbone had said he really wanted to try to, in this contest, keep possession in their attacking third, and thought if they could do that, they'd be able to score. And when they've done it, really keyed by Olivia Phillips a lot of times, who has it now, they've had success. And we saw it really in the last 20 minutes of the first half of play. The Artesians put 4 goals on the board, and they're looking for more here in the early going. Woodman trying to clear it up here the near side of the field. Maddie Mosgrip working her way back. Now the Woodmen trying to get a quick goal, but Sophia Moss just trying to clear it away. Taken away, though, by the Woodmen, and again, Sophia stays with it. And it will go off of the Woodmen that time. Kendall Farmer. A nice job by Sophia Moss of helping back there in the defense, and then just clears it away, and it'll end up with an Artesian goal kick. It'll be Annie Beers. Annie's done a nice job here this evening as well. Moscrip going up ahead. Again, Phillips controls it right there at the midfield. Nice ball into the penalty area. Just can't quite connect with Morgan Schrock. Cassie Berry trying to come back. Nice through ball, though, here by the Woodman. Moscrip all the way back, though, to win the battle there. The toughness being displayed by Moscrip. Yeah, sophomore for the Artesians. Saw her dad, Luke, walking around here somewhere. Sure she gets some of that toughness from him. Mason now trying to get the through ball to Schrock, and the Woodman get a foot on it. Martinsville still maintaining possession of it. Liza Osler there in the midfield, and then she'll battle. Like we said, Martinsville being a little physical out here this evening. I like to see that. Here, Coach Dilbone encouraging his team to win those balls, those 50-50 balls, if you will. Barry does a nice job to settle that and then gets it out to Pueblo on the left side. But now the Woodmen a good chance here, 3-on-3. See what they can do with it. And who's there? Sophia DeMoss. She's done a great job back there in the defensive half, the defensive third for the Artesians. And Martinsville without 3 of their starters on defense here this evening. And Martinsville has done a nice job of limiting Greenwood after those first 2 goals. They've done a nice job on Metzger, but that time she got a little ambitious, trying to look ahead and find one of her players heading toward the goal. But Ava Wallachek can't run underneath of it.
Stay with it, Charlotte. Don't stop.
And the Woodmen trying to come back. The Artesians win it again. The Woodmen really not pressing a ton of players forward on the offensive third. And here's Martinsville. Nice run that time by Addie Berry, but couldn't quite get the foot on it she wanted.
Good work.
And it will be cleared by the Woodmen.
Good, Maddie. Great job. Stay with it. Charlotte, hustle back.
Metzger lofts it into the Artesian third. And Maddie Moscrip takes it away.
Great job, Maddie. You got Addie in the middle. Diagonal ball. Diagonal ball.
Phillips still wins it. Said she's really kind of controlled things here in the Artesian attacking third and set up some opportunities for Martinsville.
Good, Eliza.
And the Artesians have done a good job on the standout for the Woodman. Metzger. He's got a goal, but hasn't done a ton more. Again, Phillips trying to run underneath of it, but the Woodman will maybe win it. They do. Now Phillips gets it back. Chance by her going to Addie Berry. Can she control it in front of the goal? Can't get a good shot on it, and looks like they were hand fighting in the penalty area, but the officials say play on. That through ball stopped by Sophia DeMoss, and Metzger has found her nemesis tonight, and Sophia DeMoss, and it's really starting to frustrate her a little bit. She thought that one was making it through, but it went right to the foot of Sophia, who put a stop to any thought of a through ball by the Greenwood Woodmen.
Olivia, run on that ball.
Now the Woodmen trying to clear it, but don't do a very good job of it, and Phillips has it again now to Addie Berry. She's got 1 goal already. Nice move by her. Good look at it here, and the shot doesn't go. Schrock almost gets the rebound, which would have been number 4.
Good work, though.
I think you'll see Berry, as she gets a little bit more confident, instead of trying to finesse that ball, just take a rip at it. And that time just needed a little bit more to get it past the goalie for Greenwood, but Martinsville has been outstanding once again. After those first 20 minutes, they've been great. There they go again, and again another opportunity. Barry keeps it alive, poking away at it, and can't quite get it into the back of the net. But again, you see the attack there by the Artesians, continuing to attack. Barry, Schrock have done a lot of the damage, at least shot-wise. Schrock with 3 goals, the hat trick. Barry with 1 more and several more opportunities. But you still got to credit Olivia Phillips, who's done a great job of setting things up for the Artesians, and also Charlotte Mason on occasion as well. And really the whole Artesian team. We've mentioned Sophia DeMoss on several occasions. She's done well in the Artesians' defensive third. Defense that's lacking 3 starters or missing 3 starters here this evening. Artesians fell down 2-0 in this one, but have battled back with 4 straight if you're just tuning in. They lead it 4-0, and they have been really applying the pressure to Greenwood here to start this second half of play. If you're just joining us here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and wondering what's going on here with the camera work, well, it's tough to get that corner down there for the simple fact that where our press box is positioned and where our cameras can be. So we're trying our best to bring you the action here, but there'll be a corner kick forthcoming here momentarily. At far corner. There it is, in front of the goal. They aren't clearing it. Eliza Osler up and over the goal. Eliza tried a little flick on there with the right foot, and it just went over top of the goal.
Okay, drop back, Eliza, Charlotte, drop in.
Let's get in position, guys. Come on. Hustle to your positions and turn and face. Let's go.
Charlotte, Eliza, drop back a little bit.
I keep hearing Coach Adilbone down there, and I think it's Luke Mosgrip talking. A shot by Mason, and that will find the right side of the goal post, and then the back of the net. So Charlotte Mason with the 5th straight goal by the Artesians, and that was a nice one for Martinsville. And the Artesians lead it 5-2 now. 5 straight by the Artesians.
You okay, Olivia? Okay. You want a quick break?
Try to get a replay on that here in a moment. We'll get going again on the clock. It's the hardest thing to get going here is keeping that clock alive and on my end here. Artesian still on the attack, and that's another nice shot, and it'll find the back of the net. So the Artesians starting to light it up. That's 6 in a row, and they have scored and scored in bunches. That's the second of the evening for Addie Berry. She had one in the first half of play as well, and that one was a thing of beauty. Take another look at that one forthcoming. We'll get Charlotte's here in a moment after we get going again. Here's Addie's.
Yes, Ashlyn.
Puts it into the left corner over top of the goalie. And Martinsville is looking for more in a hurry. 6-2, they lead it now. They fell behind 2-0, but have ripped off 6 in a row. Barry with 2, 1 for Charlotte Mason, and the hat trick for Morgan Schrock, all in the first half of play.
Eliza, watch behind you here.
And the Artesians want some more. See if they change how they attack with the 4-goal lead, or if they just keep pressing on. That's when they've been really effective here, staying on the attack, putting constant pressure on Greenwood, and have been solid back in the defense, especially Sophia DeMoss. I'm going to see her coming up here. It's done a nice job of limiting things, and also Cassie Berry, too, have been back there, and Cassie has won it. We'll move it up ahead in the midfield. Some subs in here. Ashlyn Crow up ahead, and again, it's Addie Berry. She's looking for another shot, but again, a bit of a finesse to get it on goal there. We showed you her second goal moments ago, and here was the one right before that, Charlotte Mason. You're going to see this kind of a knuckleball. Hits in front of the goalie, takes a weird bounce, and then she was kind of out of position, and that found the back of the net. That was the 5th goal, and then the Artesians, Addie Berry answered moments later to give Martinsville their 6th straight goal in the 4-goal lead, and they're looking for some more. 6-2, Martinsville leads it. Well, it's been a good Greenwood week thus far for Martinsville. Volleyball team 3-0 in soccer terms. A straight set 3-0 win last night over Greenwood. And then here tonight, the soccer team out in front 6-2. They fell behind early 2-0, but have answered with 6 straight goals. A hat trick by Morgan Schrock in the first half. A couple of goals by Addie Berry and then one by Charlotte Mason as well. Metzger kicks it on. DeMoss looking to clear it. She will.
Maddie, take your time. You got Sela. Good. That's you. Get a ball foot on it. Stay with it.
Battle.
Move, Lily.
Metzger still with it. Tries to flick it on over there on the right side.
Good, Demery.
To McKenna Cruz, but Demery Pablo wins it. Charlotte Mason now will try to win it at the midfield. Gets by her defender momentarily. Going to work. Trying to maintain possession of it. Sophia Moss coming up. Now Metzger with it. She's dangerous. It's like she wants to rifle something here, but that's way outside the penalty area. Maybe she was looking that time for Kendall Farmer, who was second on the team in goals coming in, but couldn't find her, and the Artesians will clear it. Throw in coming in.
Charlotte, you and Eliza switch in a minute. You go back to playing middle. I like you in the middle. Charlotte, you come outside and play wing. In just a minute. You're good. When you get a second.
Sela Wolf for the Artesians. Throw in coming in for Greenwood.
Annie. Good.
Annie Beers coming off her line to corral it. Kicks it away. Charlotte Mason. Nice through ball trying to find Schrock or Rory Dillbone, but Woodman will come back. They trail at 6-2. Martinsville fell behind 2-0 in about the first 20 minutes of the first half of play. Then they have scored 6 unanswered since. Had 4 in the first half, including a hat trick by Morgan Schrock, and have added on 2 more here in the second half. Charlotte Mason with 1, and then Addie Berry with her second. Those 2 goals as well coming moments apart, and you're going to get a foul whistled on Sophia DeMoss. But really, not a bad move because it looked like Metzger had her beat. DeMoss just enough to trip her up and stop her momentum so the defense can come back and reset. And then Metzger sends it wide. Well, the Artesian defense without 3 of their starters here this evening, but they've really stepped it up. Annie Beers has done a fantastic job in goal.
Charlotte. Hey, use that step over cross and then take a shot. You hurting? Lydia, you good?
Moscrip up ahead trying to get it to Addie Berry, and the Woodman trying to control it in the midfield. Can't. Sela Wolf with it, trying to go up ahead. It's taken away now by Greenwood.
Hop up, battle. Slide back, drop in. Good, Maddie, great work. Get you, Eliza.
And Cassie Berry, the left foot, trying to get the through ball to Schrock, but it's taken away by Greenwood. You may hear or see the band out on the football field practicing their show. They've also been hit a little bit by the quarantine bug, if you will. Nice work there by Sophia DeMoss. You see her just keeping possession of it, trying to take it off of the Woodman to get the throw in, and that's what happens. But really can't emphasize enough how well Sophia has played back there in the defensive third, especially without 3 starters back there with her. And she's done a great job of really limiting the Woodman here. Get another throw in here. Trying to go Eliza Osler. Tries to settle it. Can't. But again, DeMoss controls it and then taken down in a penalty box. It'll be a free kick for the Artesians. I think Sophia will settle it down there. Try to put it back in play. 6-2, Martinsville out in front. They fell behind 2-0 early in the first half of play and then have exploded for 6 straight goals. A hat trick by Morgan Schrock. A couple goals by Addie Berry and then one by Charlotte Mason as well. It really limited Greenwood. Young Greenwood team came in 2-2 for the season. Had some quarantine issues, but starting to get back into things, the swing of things. Lost their opening 2 contests against Franklin and Whiteland before winning over Beech Grove and then Southport. Martinsville dropped their first 4 matches to Mooresville, Bloomington North, Plainfield, and Terre Haute South in a close one on Saturday, 3-2. But Coach Jason Dilbone thought maybe they should be 2-2 coming into this one, and kind of look like it. After falling behind 2-0, they've ripped off 6 straight goals and kind of been re-energized. You see more aggressiveness on the offensive end, more physicality on the defensive end, and the girls more confident in their play on both sides of the ball. They got the Hoosier Cup coming up this weekend, I believe, down in Bloomington. Shot sails high from Addie Berry. She was looking for her hat trick here as well. Already got one player with a 1. That was a hat trick with Morgan Schrock. She did it in the first half of play. And Berry had a goal in the first half, a goal here in the second half as well, and was looking for number 3 there moments ago. Cassie Berry clears it. You know, we've talked about how well Sophia DeMoss has gone, but let's not discount the play of Cassie Berry back there and also Maddie Mosgrip. They've done great as well. That Artesian defense and Demery Pueblo has been solid back there, even without 3 of their normal starters. They've done great in the back and led by that captain, Sophia DeMoss, but done a fantastic job really keeping Greenwood away from the goalkeeper, Annie Beers. And then Annie, when she's had to make saves, has done that. So nice work. A nice overall game. I'm sure that Coach Dilbone will be happy. But still about 17 minutes to go, so you want to close it out. Don't want to speak too soon, but a 4-goal lead is pretty large here. And you've seen Martinsville still attacking. They've kind of shifted some players back a little bit on the defense, but here they go trying to get a counterattack. And a clear run here. Addie Berry with it. Trying to go ahead to Schrock. He's already got 3 goals. Looking to run underneath and try to get number 4. Olivia Phillips with it. That'll be corralled by the goalkeeper. Kind of looking to cross that time for Schrock. There's Mosgrip again, and Sela Wolf win that battle at the midfield. Addie Berry flicks it on to Phillips. Phillips trying to run into it, but the Woodman there to kind of kick it away. Grace Taylor. But Phillips still handling it. The Woodman can't settle it there, and so it'll be a corner kick forthcoming from Martinsville. Looks like it's going to be Morgan Schrock. We'll see what her intended target will be. Trust us, it'll be over there in the corner. See Morgan running in, but she's going to disappear momentarily because of where our camera angle is. See our cameras, both of them. We'll look there at the penalty area. Maybe they will, Martinsville will find the goal. So we'll see. Gets it all the way out here. Sophia Moss coming all the way forward. Now the Woodmen with maybe their best opportunity offensively, but they can't settle it and do anything with it. Can't get the counterattack going, and it's going to be a handball, and so Martinsville will get it right back. So, you know, Coach Jason Dilbone, his ball club, have kept the pressure on, even with this 4-goal lead. Being aggressive, continuing to attack. Now Sophia Moss all the way up. Puts it into the penalty box. It's kicked away by Greenwood. They'll try to launch a counter. Maddie Mosgrip clears it momentarily. Cassie Berry will clear it. Greenwood still has it. Nice move there on the left side. Sheila Wolf with it. Up ahead to Addie Berry. Addie to Eliza Osler. See if the Artesians can kind of get the attack here. Trying to go up ahead to Morgan Schrock, who can't run into it. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. Martinsville fell behind early 2-0 in that first half of play in the first 20 minutes, but then answered with 4 straight goals to close out the first half of play, including a hat trick by Morgan Schrock, and then they just continued the onslaught here in the second half. Another goal by Addie Berry, who also had one in the first half, and then Charlotte Mason added one as well, and Martinsville continues to push ahead in the attacking third.
Good pressure.
It's Greenwood Week on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. 4 matchups in 4 different sports, or 3 different sports. Had volleyball last night, girls soccer tonight, boys soccer tomorrow, and then football on Friday. All against the Woodmen, all live on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Students in the RTV program responsible for operating cameras, and it's another goal there by the Artesians. And it was, I believe, Morgan Schrock with goal number 4, and Martinsville leads 7-2. And it's a 5-goal lead, so the clock is going to run now. That's the new part of the new mercy rule. Forgot about that. We'll get that goal here coming up by Schrock in a moment. 4 goals for her. Take another look real quick at that while the ball being thrown in. Morgan just kind of gets a good chip shot on it over top of the Woodman goalie. 7-2 now. So the Artesians have surpassed their goal total for the entire season in this game alone. 7 goals. Annie Beers couldn't quite come up with it, so it'll be a corner kick forthcoming, and then Annie has those goalie gloves on, so she can't tie her shoes, but to Maddie Mosgrip right there to help her out. So a Corner kick forthcoming for Greenwood. Like we said, that's the new mercy rules in soccer this year. If anytime a team goes up by 5 goals, they run the clock. Well, the clock normally runs most of the time in soccer anyway, but that would mean not stopping it on goals. But if a team gets up by 9 goals, then the game can be called if the 20-minute mark has been surpassed in the second half of play. And we saw that in the boys' contest against Brown County. But Martinsville, 7 goals here today. They had 6 coming in. Morgan Schrock, 4. The hat trick +1. 3 of them in the first half of play. 1 more here, just on that little chip shot, and might as well add another one if you can. She's battling for it here on the midfield. She'd been under the weather a little bit, according to her head coach, and wasn't sure what he'd get tonight. Well, he's gotten a good performance, and Rory Dillbone on the left foot from the left side. So a nice goal by Rory. Take another look at it here as the clock continues to run. There's that left foot by Rory. Gets it into the right side of the goal, and it's 8-2 Martinsville. Dominating fashion right now over the Woodmen. And if you're just tuning in, you know, you wouldn't have guessed that Greenwood jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first 20 minutes of this game. That's exactly what happened before Martinsville has come back with 4 goals in each half. 8 straight. Love the way they've played defensively. Been very aggressive offensively as well. And it's going to be great for first-year head coach Jason Dillbone to get a convincing win in his 5th game of the season. So his first career victory here, his first year as head coach of the girls' team's done a great job, and the 8 goals surpasses by 2 the amount the girls have scored all season long. But he felt the team played much better in the contest on Saturday against Terre Haute South. Felt that they should have won that contest. Also felt they should have won a game earlier against Bloomington North as well. But they were 0-4 coming in and didn't look good early, down 2-0. But 8 straight goals. 4 by Morgan Schrock in Martinsville. Getting set to head into this weekend with some momentum. Tejan's done a nice job on Metzger as well. Doing this again without 3 of their normal defensive starters, but the players back there have done fantastic, led by Sophia DeMoss, and then the other defenders back there, Maddie Moskrick, Cassie Berry, Demery Pueblo. And then let's not forget the sophomore in goal, Annie Beers, done a fantastic job as well. Annie was at the golf match last night, taking some highlights and getting a story done for our class. So she did a great job, and saw some of her footage. It looked really good, and she'll put that together. We'll have a story coming out next week on Coach Dearlove in his first year. But way they're playing here, maybe having a story on her in goal here. Throw in forthcoming for the Woodmen. That goes wide to the left. 8-2 Martinsville. They fell behind 2-0 in the first 20 minutes of this one. And then it's been all Artesians since. Keyed by Morgan Schrock, 4 goals for her. Addie Berry with a couple. Charlotte Mason and Rory Dilbone also goals. Now the Woodmen starting to press up a little bit more. Martinsville getting some subs into the contest as well. Greenwood also. Both teams dealing with some quarantine issues, COVID issues, if you will. But the Artesians have had the upper hand since that opening 20 minutes. Really dominated possession, dominated the attacking third. Like we said, the band practicing over on Ciderwoods Field, and they've struck up the school song, the fight song, really on cue here. About 5 minutes left in this one, a good time to hear it and play it. The Martinsville on their way to victory. This has been Greenwood Week, like we told you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Volleyball matchup last night, won by the girls in straight sets, 3-0 over the Woodmen. Pretty dominated fashion. The girls volleyball team, outstanding for head coach Kayla Back. Very good players, led by Grace Reynolds, setter, heading to Florida Gulf Coast to play volleyball, but also Molly Urban and Mackenzie Martin, Macy Dorsett, Ella Whitney, Emery Carter. All those girls have played well. Emily Martin as well. Got a matchup Thursday night, tomorrow night. We won't have that. We're going to have the Greenwood boys soccer matchup. The boys soccer team took a tough one last night. Took very good, traditionally good Bloomington South Ball Club 2-0. But we'll have the boys soccer matchup on the pitch tomorrow against Greenwood. About 6 o'clock, slated to kick off. And the girls' volleyball matchup will be against Columbus North, as Martinsville will be looking to run to 10-0. And then they've got a tough weekend coming up. And by tough, I mean tough. They're going to the Avon Classic, and they will play a Louisville Assumption. Assumption, the top-ranked team in the country. So Martinsville will have their hands full, but a great challenge, and head coach Kayla Back up to the challenge, and her girls are as well, and they'll really get a chance to see where they stand. And ball in front of the goal that time, settled by Greenwood. That puts a halt to the 8-0 Artesian run on goals, but still firmly in command, 8-3. As it looked like it was goal number 4 on the season that time for Kendall Farmer. Settled it in front of the net and then put it into the back of the net. But, you know, Martinsville getting a lot of players in here after they went out front 8-2, so lead it here 8-3 now. Woodman still trying to stay on the attack. Maddie Mosgrip to throw it in. There in front of our cameras. Not sure what they called here. Offsides, yeah.
Hey, even with Ivan, look at the other ref. Yeah, so, Sophia, you take it, Cassie, drop in.
So Martinsville in no hurry here with the 5-goal lead. So Sophia DeMoss, one of the Artesian captains, just take her time, you know, make sure the ball gets set up right there on the right blade of grass, and then she'll put it back into play. And Sophia's been outstanding here, as the whole Artesian defense has. -3 of their normal starters. Martinsville fell behind 2-0, but ripped off 8 straight goals before Greenwood finally got one about a minute ago to cut it down to 8-3. But Morgan Schrock, outstanding, 4 goals here today. Addie Berry, a couple. Rory Dillbone and Charlotte Mason with 1 apiece as well. Martinsville's going to move to 1-4. It gets their first win of the season, first Mid-State Conference win, and the first win of the career of the head coach, Jason Dillbone. So congratulations to him and the Artesians as they'll get the win here tonight in convincing fashion.
Good, Avery. Good ball, Avery.
And, you know, they never let up. Martinsville didn't. They were up 4-2. They kept pushing ahead. They got goal number 5, goal number 6. They kept attacking him. So good to see, staying with the aggressiveness, even here in the final 30 seconds as the clock ticks away. Still being aggressive. Final 20 seconds of this one. Can Martinsville do something with it?
Good shot, Eliza.
Eliza Osler tried to sneak one through. Nothing doing.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will end it. Martinsville wins it here in convincing fashion. 8-3 the final. They fell behind 2-0, 2-0 in this one, then scored 8 straight goals before Greenwood finally tacked one on about a minute ago. And that's the game. Martinsville wins it 8-3 the final. Morgan Schrock, 4 goals, 2 for Addie Berry, 1 apiece for Charlotte Mason and Rory Dillbone. And it is the first win for the new head coach, Jason Dillbone. So congratulations to him and the girls. 8-3 the final. This has been a student production of WREP 15 Sports and the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. Students in the broadcasting program, the RTV program at Martinsville High School, MHS Rewind, responsible for producing the game here this evening. Blaine Maxwell, Gabe O'Neill, and Alyssa Kitchen ran cameras. They did a fantastic job for those students. I'm Eric Meyer. So long, everyone, from Martinsville High School. The girls soccer team, 8-3 winners here this evening over the Greenwood Woodmen.